Hello everyone, greetings, good evening, and welcome back to Pesterquest streams. Welcome Noah, welcome Bridge, welcome anyone else viewing anonymously. Oh my goodness, alright. Yeah, hi. Yes, no, that was such a profound impact, and I'm so thankful that you freed me of those shackles. And yeah, so we're gonna do all of Karkat today. It would, I was originally, I always plan on doing like the whole volume in one stream, but like Karkat's route is long. It's gonna be good, but it's long, so we're not gonna get to Kanaya today. But that's okay because we have tomorrow, and we're gonna do Kanaya tomorrow, and it'll be a good time. But today is 100% this boy's day. It is Karkat Day. Yes, the last one was Jade. And oh shit, where's that? Let me see if I can add this. Yeah, the last one that we did was Jade's, and in a kind of intermediary stream, whoops, that's on top of the chat. There we go. We talked a little bit about this. So this is the victory end screen for Jade. And of course it shows the Cancer and the Virgo. Doi. Oh my god, I can't believe no one tried to do that. With the constellations. But yeah, so I talked about this at the beginning of a Dream Daddy stream, but I just thought I'd bring this back up. Because, god damn it. So, yes, we have done all 4 of the beta kids, and we are now moving on to the trolls, as it has been dubbed by What Pumpkin staff and fellow Traveler staff. This is Homestuck Volume 5, Skip to the Trolls, rather than Act 5, and of course it is suitably split into Route 1 and Route 2, Karkat and Kanaya. You didn't see that before? Yeah, I know, right? Like, what the fuck? So... let me just remove that. There we go. There's that. Before we get too far back into the Pesterquest stuff, there's some other fandom news, namely, Toblerone Quest continues, this time with postcards, which these are so fucking cool. And this is a public park in South Korea. So we now have United States, specifically in Washington, Taiwan, and now South Korea are all of the places that the Holy Toblerone have been left. So, okay, let me start. Shit, where's my fucking document? Gotta open my little document with all my shit. And put my links. God damn it, Hussy. The man. Yeah, like he is getting some motherfucking travel out of this. Yeah, he is all over the place. Did you come to Miami? I know. I'm sitting here like, please Toronto, and please on a day when I don't have class so I can, or work so I can like drop everything and run. My job has not started yet. So if he comes to Canada sometime within the next week, Toronto specifically, like, I will drop everything and get on a fucking bus, okay? I will do it. But yes, Toblerone World Tour. Who the fuck knows where they are going to end up next? So there's that. And then, so this is one of the people who found sheets. And they said underneath, right, so this one here, they're saying, there was no John and Rose when they got there. So these are all of the sheets. And Fairy, you may notice, is missing her horns. Fairy does not have horns in this image. Which is what prompted this. The horns will be here for 1 hour only. 21 of 20. I forgot for fairy's horns. Sorry. So he sat in a fucking Starbucks. Oh, true. Oh my god, yes. Yo. If to Toronto, we are making that trek together, Noah. If Hussey plants some Toblerone in Toronto, it's happening. But yeah, he's in a Starbucks here with a postcard with only for fairy's horns on it. And these did make it to... I just had this open because I need to look at the his story, which, so unfortunately this image won't be, you won't be able to find this too many places, but story here, which is public, so you know, the little card, and then we have horns reunited. So that's cute. He lucky, they got to take a little selfie with him too. So that's cool. And then, so yeah, these are just two more folks who found the cards. And yeah, I think it's really awesome that he got to do this in Korea, because there is, I think, Korean, I'm fairly sure, is one of the only languages to have a complete translation of Homestuck. Like, there is a complete Korean fan translation of Homestuck. I'm fairly certain of that. So that's fucking awesome. So it has like a decent sized following in Korea. I see a lot of like Korean like fan art with Korean captions like on my newsfeed and stuff. So it's pretty sweet that he got to get over there and give him a little something. You always forget to draw for fairy with horns too. Yeah, it's very, it feels good to know that even Andrew Hussey himself forgets to draw the horns sometimes. Oh, he used to forget when he signed them at cons too? Yeah. Oh yeah, if you're doing like a million at once, it's like one of those things that would be so easy to forget. But yeah. It feels it's good to know he also forgets the horns sometimes. But yeah, so that's pretty sweet. I'm really glad that they got to do that, because generally any Homestucky stuff is pretty US centric, because I mean that's where it's from, right? But yeah, so that is current updates on Toblerone Quest. Where will he go next? Nobody knows. We'll just have to wait and see. Okay, moving to a little closer to what we're doing today, Pesterquest. So this is actually the news page. Drawing your own OC, shit, forgot the horns. Yeah, that's a mood. But yeah, this was pointed out on a Discord server I'm in, that on the news page, if we scroll down, we see Volume 1 and 2 did not have this, but starting with Volume 3, they've been posting like troll call style character cards. Which is super sick. Oh shit. Yeah, I saw the picture you posted on Instagram. It looks really good. Yeah, Dave's no homo. Actually, maybe yes homo. It's that guy who has a blog. If you scroll up a little higher, we get Jade. And Jade, so they've posted these phone wallpapers here. So this link, I'm going to post this in chat, actually. I want to get a piercing so bad. Do it! I mean, unless there's other mitigating factors, but do it! My nose piercing that I got in August is like, I think it's about fully healed now. It was looking like it was about to get infected a couple weeks ago, and I was like, fuck. But I think it's doing pretty good now. And I'm already like, what am I going to get next? And it's like, nah, just chill for a second. Anyway, yeah, and especially now that I like just got a job, I should probably not get 5 new piercings. Mostly money. Oh, yeah, that's fair. Piercings are definitely one of those things where it's like, really worth it to go to a place that is a little more expensive so that you don't end up just getting a crap job and an infection. Yeah. It's definitely one of those things that it's worth shelling out a little for, yeah. Alright, so Jade up here, they even gave us all of these little emoticons. I've seen these used, I've seen these tried out in a couple, well, in like a server or two, but you need to like really close in on the face in order to get the expression. They don't show up very well on like a smaller scale. So in terms of things like Discord servers, these would require some modification to use. But yeah, they also posted these like more like phone wallpapers and desktop wallpapers and shit. But I can't scroll any higher because then there will be spoilers for Karkat and Kanaya. So we're going to take a look at Karkat and Kanaya after Kanaya's route tomorrow, after we've done both of them, because they're both in that post. So, you know, no spoilers. This week on D&D Highlights, you convinced a demon to pay rent. Nice. Welcome, Jade. Welcome, welcome. All right. We're actually done now. It is time to get started. You came just in time. So, let's transition to the game. Let's see. Did I put that link in the right spot? Yes, I did. Okay. Cool. All right, let's boot that up. Okay. Yeah, so unlike the first 4 volumes, since these are two routes coming out from the same volume, you don't actually have to play them in a specific order. They are kind of interchangeable. I was just kind of like, let's start with Karkat. We're doing Karkat. And now I'm sitting here like, well, technically, because of the way that it's structured, it could be audience choice, but like I got people all hyped about Karkat now, so I think I'm gonna do Karkat. Love a persuasion roll. Okay, so 4 Volume 5, Route 1. People Like Us. And we have this wonderful pre-route tune that James Roach did up for Dave's. It's being used again here just to fill the silence. Okay. The leg. Oof. Yeah, I'm sorry. I really don't. I've fussed around with so many settings in OBS. Like I'm getting the all clear from Twitch. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. Like all systems are go on my end. But if it's hitting multiple of you at once, then obviously it's not your computer. It's my shit doing something wrong. I don't know. Maybe someone's trying to watch something on Netflix in another room. Alright. Pushing forward. This is not the worst leg that Rouge had. I think the worst leg that we had was, I don't remember which volume of Friend Sim it was, but there was one volume where I had the video from the last Friend Sim stream, like, rendering in the background and taking up most of my CPU, and it just like totally fucked everything up. And I was like, why did I think that was a bad idea? Like, I should have just got my losses and let the damn thing go overnight. But anyway, that is probably over a year in the house at this point. Oh, you had an ad freeze. Rip. Okay, there we go. It is time for The Boy. Confident that your new friends are safely sleeping off a rowdy night full of snacks, video games, and taxidermy, you turn your thoughts to dreams. Jade's dreams. That fascinating, shining place that feels familiar the way a dream does. Prospect feels like the place you should be Prospect feels like the place you should be right now. You've got a brand new zap sense, and it hasn't failed you so far. It's allowed you to befriend several emotionally volatile teens in precarious home situations. These powers won't let you down. Stopped and started like 30 times. Oh boy, we're having one of those kind of nights. I love it when the stream does that. I love it so much. If it gets like super duper bad, then I might do like a stop and start type thing. But hopefully it fixes itself. So you zap to the dream world. We are back on Prospect. It turns out you can fly here. Rad! You drift around for a little bit, admiring the glittering towers, waving lazily to all the various dream NPCs, until you come upon a dome with an open window. Inside, a troll boy with nubby horns and a silly outfit lies curled up on his dream bed, sleeping soundly. Aw, he looks so peaceful. You imagine this is a very peaceful troll boy. Perhaps it should strike you as strange that you immediately know this alien's race, what this alien's race is, but nah, you don't have time for that. Abruptly, the boy vanishes. Oh, shit! And we are in a familiar bedroom. So that's one of the... No, wait a second, no. I'm going to stop myself. There's a line of dialogue that needs to come up before I talk about this thing. You follow him without hesitation. Zap. Luckily, your powers seem oriented to specific people rather than places. You figure it's because this is a character-driven narrative. You find yourself in a dim respite block. There's a bookshelf and a desk and clothes hung up on pegs on the wall, but instead of a bed, there is a small tub of green goo. There he be! And this song is such a fucking bop. James Roach did a kick-ass remix of Crustacean for Karkat's Pesterquest. It is so good. Okay. The boy. I'm sorry, I'm just looking into chat and it's just like, God! I'm like, yeah, man. Okay. Oh, Aleph, hey! Welcome. We have just hit Karkat. Not literally. Okay. What? Oh, what the fuck? A gravelly voice tinged with mania crashes over you in a furious wave. You reel back from the onslaught. Every evening, I wake up to another glorious night of the universe applying its globes directly to my face in the most hilarious and juvenile way possible. I'm used to this, okay? I'm not saying this is anything new. But this is just next fucking level. Fireworks to the military base. Alright. Makes so much sense. Yeah, like this is the original Karkat theme. It's such a fucking classic. Oh, we're Puncher Quest. When you get hired to make the Homestuck fighting game, we're calling it Homestuck Puncher Quest. Yes, fucking please. Sounds like fireworks. Okay. Well, I do hope that it's just fireworks. Your eyes finally adjust enough to see the same troll boy from the dream world. He appears to have fallen asleep at his husk top. Some crumbs are stuck to his face where it had been pressed to the desk. He's got a zodiac symbol on his shirt. Whichever one is the sideways 69. Nice. Oh, you're poor puppy. You would definitely pay for a game where you got to punch Aridin repeatedly. Oh, big same. And man, he is angry. Like, way angrier than a normal person. I stay in this crumbling excuse of a hive, rig this place with early warning systems, and what's my reward? A deformed blue blood teleporting into my respite block like a fucking... You zap out of there because, damn, you don't know what kind of early warning system he has, but whatever predators it's meant to keep away, all you'd have to do is shout at them. Karkat starts yelling at MSPA reader. It's immediately just like, I'm about to head out. I know, right? The fucking comedic timing. Oh, I would also like to kick Doc Scratch. Just going to second that as well. But, yeah. He's immediately like, I'm fucking out of there. Bye. The leg hit you too. Ugh. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know. My best estimate is that somebody else in my house is doing something that needs a lot of internet power. Like, I don't know what game is my dad playing video games downstairs? He might be on the PS4. And some of the games that he plays are the kind that, like, require you to be constantly online, even if you're only doing offline single player, which is really dumb. Anyway, that's a separate issue. Yeah, please just let me see my boy. Yeah, your boy isn't exactly on screen right now, but you would also zap. I mean, honestly, if you just, like, if some person just, you don't even know, just starts fucking yelling at you, like, that's a mood to just, like, get the fuck out of there. You appear on a nearby hill about 100 yards from the hive. From the outside, it's large and leaning with square windows and an unnecessary number of balconies. Although, who are you to say what's necessary? Maybe this dude really likes balconies. He could probably use the fresh air. I know, right? Oh, Noah? Oh my god. Yeah, like, nobody can know, but then, like, he puts bright fucking red all over his goddamn hive. It's not even, like... It's not even, like, burgundy blood red. It's like bright candy fucking red. A couple of similarly large and lopsided hives scatter the skyline. Hives. You aren't sure how you know they're called that, but it feels right. Maybe because of the organic insectile architecture, like they were grown instead of built. You clearly aren't on Earth anymore. The sky is black and the bushes are purple and there are 2 moons. Neither of them is your gold moon, though. You think maybe you should be freaked out by this strange alien land, but nah. You're a seasoned front venturer by now. Besides, you like it here. It's comfortable. This is a pretty good hill. You're comfortable and you like it here because you've been here before. God, there's gotta be a moment somewhere down the line where everything clicks into place. Like, please, what pumpkin? Like, I want it to happen, but also I know I'm gonna fucking cry. Yeah, like, how sad they would, like, that would just, like, oh god, the sad stuck. You sit for a while, thinking about this hill and this universe and your place in it, until the sun starts to crest over the distant horizon. Hey, idiot! The troll boy is leaning out of his front door. You're sitting on the ground waiting for sunrise, so you're either a jade blood or a moron. And I know the only jade blood who lives outside the caverns, and she's a lot better looking than you. Fuck yes. So what the hell? Who are you? You're not a troll. Only getting like a third of Let me see. What is open on my computer right now? I don't really have any extraneous applications open. That would be fucking this up. I don't know. Maybe it's just my internet. It's been up and down recently. Y'all, I'm so mad. I got dropped in the middle of a fucking ranked game in Splatoon today. That, like, not happy about that. Anyway. Night Instinct! Ah, true. Yeah, Karkat's just like, okay, fine. This guy's clearly not a threat. He's just a fucking... He just doesn't fucking know anything about this place if he's, like, sitting there waiting for the fucking sun to rise, so I might as well help him out. It sucks. Yeah, I went from A- in Splat Zones to A, and I was so fucking happy, and then I dropped back down to A-, and I was like, oh. Like, it really didn't last. Oh, Shrew, you're in the basement, yeah. And I am in the room of my house that is the furthest away from my router. So, yeah, I do sympathize with the connection issues. Hey, Twitch, what the fuck? Twitch's auto, I don't think it's even possible to turn Twitch's auto emoticons off. Yeah, MSP Reader really doesn't know shit about fuck. Which just hurts even more because, like, MSP Reader does know shit about fuck, but they just don't remember. You're right. Yeah, I know. It wasn't destined to be. I made it back to the okay line for A- before it went off rotation, so, like, you know, I'll still stay in A rank, but it's a little bit of a struggle for me to keep an A rank in anything. I'm working on it. Just knows friendship, and even that's great territory. True. Compromise drive to your house right fucking now. If you could actually drive, yeah, no. We will have you on here at some point. We will arrange that. On my fucking life, it's gonna happen. Okay, we are approaching the first choice. There's a substantial gap of grassy hill between the two of you, but you can hear him just fine. He has a talent for projection. You stand up and brush the dirt off your ass. He seems a bit less angry now. Okay, so. Double trouble feature. It's gonna happen. It will fucking happen. So, as per usual, I am going to cut the short end out here, and then I will leave it to be chat's choice for the second diversion. Alright. Short end out of the way. Zap right over. No point in wasting daylight, or moonlight, whatever. So you just zap on over there. Holy fuck. A flash of gray and the gleam of metal. So this is like a minor anachronism that Karkat has fucking home smell you later, which he doesn't make until he gets in the game. I will excuse Karkat's somehow being aware of Prospit as an anachronism of the timeline all getting all fucked up. But that sickle does not exist until they get into the game. You can't stand that you're missing stuff, and maybe the VOD will be kinder to you later. Yeah, if you need to bow out and just watch it when it goes up on YouTube, like, I'm not gonna blame you if you're getting a crap experience with the lag over there. I'll have it up on YouTube, like, as soon as I can. For sure. A flash of gray and the gleam of metal. Bright, shocking pain opens up in the middle of you. The boy stares, eyes round, yellow, and shocked. Your laugh comes out wet. Why are you laughing? You don't know what else to do. You press a hand to the wound in your stomach, trying to hold the blood in with sheer willpower. You tell him you were just trying to save a little time. What? He got freaked out over the blood. You didn't even remember. I know, it's just like... I know, it honestly, it took me a few seconds to realize that's what he was looking at. The boy stares down at the weapon in his hand, a viciously hooked blade that he pulled seemingly out of nowhere. A scythe? No, a sickle. Is this kid a communist? Did communists actually use sickles, or were they just sickle-themed? There are so many communist facts that you don't know. The boy continues to stare at his sickle. Then he stares at your fingers. And he looks back and forth. His sickle, your fingers. His sickle, your fingers. Or more accurately, the blood on his sickle and your fingers. He's gaping at the crimson splashes like he's never seen blood before. His mouth moves, but no sound comes out. He hunches over himself like he's the one who's been gutted. You aren't sure what he does after that, because suddenly you're on your back and all you can see is the sky. Game over. Karkat fucking murdered you because you shocked the shit out of him, and now he's having an existential crisis. One of the darkest shades of comedy in Homestuck media. Oh, yeah, this whole scenario, the fact that we're, like, laughing is... There's definitely some morbidity there. So, that is the shortest possible end. Now. I killed the one other creature on Altonia with my blood color. I know. Oh, God. Oh, dear. So, let's keep this going in the correct direction. Take your sweet time. You walk leisurely down the hill. The heat from the rising sun washes over your back and you speed up. That sun is bad news, you just know it. Infinitely more real than most other bad death endings, and also the most hilarious because of it. Yeah. You start down the hill. Light bleeds further across the horizon, and your pace gets a little less leisurely. The troll boy crosses his arms. His shoulders are rounded in a slouch, like he spends a lot of time making himself smaller. His black painted claws are bitten down. You wave a little awkward hello. He rolls his eyes and grabs you by the arm, grips surprisingly strong. He tugs you underneath the shadowed overhang of the balcony. Okay, asshole. What were you doing watching me in my dream like some hornless cast-posing pervert? I can't even retreat into unconsciousness anymore. Is that it? I won't even slide into the nascent relief of death without an alien stalking me. Did one of my friends put you up to this? Was it Solix? Everybody's favorite pastime. Make Karkat's life even more of a constant effervescent shit show. You tell him, Karkat, that it's not like that. You don't know anybody named Solix, and you didn't mean to be creepy. You just found him, liked how he looked, and decided to follow him home. Karkat's thick eyebrows creep upward. Okay, you know how that sounds, but you really didn't do it to be weird. You did it for friendship. You crave it. Like a mineral. Insert fucking goat meme image here. Absolutely legendary is definitely a good way to describe Karkat. Wow, very normal, Mr. Magic. Oh, but you are magic. Okay, maybe not you specifically. You don't want to brag, but you can do some pretty magic stuff. Karkat looks incredibly dubious, even more so than Rose had, who you might have described as politely incredulous. You consider explaining to him all that wild stuff that Jade told you about, games and destiny and such things, but you really can't imagine what any of that has to do with this grumpy alien boy. What are the chances? Well, see, funny thing about that. You tell him you can prove it. You can bring him to visit one of his friends. You are so awesome at bringing friends together. You could visit Solix, was it? Karkat makes a noise like a tea kettle being punched. Hell no! That Nook biter would self-immolate if I interrupted his coding. You wonder if that's a euphemism. Maybe Karkat just likes scare quotes. I don't have the energy today to grub sit his freaky deformed bulges. Oh, I don't have the energy to grub sit his freaky deformed bulges today. I love the plural because it's like the fucking fandom, like the fanon thing that Solix has two bulges because he's fucking yes, Jade. Plural. Solix Dudix confirmed. Okay, then where does he want to go? Does he have any more friends? A minute to think. I wouldn't call him a friend exactly. More like an endless burden I've been cursed with by the slithering eldritch gods of the outer reaches. Cast your votes now. Who do you think is gonna be? If I didn't occasionally check up on him, he'd space out so far he'd hit hard vacuum. How do we do this? You fucking Oh, Aleph, you don't like where this goes, eh? Nah, I gotta say, I'm not a fan either, but, well, you know, y'all will see. You're actually not quite sure, but you don't want to backpedal and suggest to this cool, angry troll boy that you don't know what you're doing. Do I just... His hand kind of hovers near you. I thought you had time before you'd have to deal with the clown. I know. I fucking... God. Okay. Let's just get there. Hold on? You could hold hands, but you don't want to be too forward. You can... Sorry, this is one of the dumbest fucking lines in the whole thing, and I love it so much. You could also just hold him under the armpits. That's a horrible idea. That's a horrible fucking idea. Oh my god. In what fucking world is holding someone under the armpits an appropriate action? Like... God. As opposed to, like, holding their arm, if you must be connected. Their fucking armpits? God. Like, unless you're, like, holding up a... Like, holding a child, like, lifting them from under the armpits. Then, like... Oh my god. Just like Dave did! Oh my god! I can vaguely picture it, but I completely fucking forget when that happened. Or maybe I'm picturing fan art. I don't know. Like a cat, exactly! Cat. God. You think holding me under the armpits is less weird than holding frond stumps? Yeah? Sort of? Karkat puts an awkward hand on your elbow. Then he frowns and pushes up your sleeve, laying 3 fingers against your bare arm. You good, dude? Yeah. Sorry, you're just kind of warm. Thank you. You tell Karkat that he is very warm too. Let's just get this over with. Try to aim for just outside his hive. His Lucis isn't around, and he's usually too stoned to even notice if the roof came down. I bet a handshake emoji being a cat. Wait, I bet a handshake emoji being a cat handshake emoji? Karkat. She saw his furry tendency. But I don't want to startle him. Cool. Here goes. You zap somewhere pitch black and immediately blunder right into Karkat. Oh my god. Could you keep it together for a single fucking glance nugget? You aren't in Karkat's hive anymore. You appear to be in the void. Cool. The what? Let go of me. You tell Karkat that he is actually the one still holding on to you. He makes an angry noise through his nostrils and releases you from his clammy grasp. He moves away from you and collides with what sounds like about 17 mops all banging into each other and clattering to the ground. God fucking... Something else smashes. Slurry guzzling... A shower of little noises like marbles over hardwood. What even is that? A light finally pops on above you. You appear to be in an alien broom closet with, like, alien cleaning supplies, you guess? One of the bottles just has Clen written on it in permanent marker. You ask Karkat if he meant to transport the two of you into a closet. 'Cause he's in the closet. Anyway. You like how Karkat is expressing concern for Gamzee's emotional state, but still being a dick about it. Yeah. Nothing. Act 5, then Karkat expressing concern in the worst way. Yep. God, I just finished. Yo, I can't believe I forgot to talk about this before. Book 5 is coming out on Tuesday. Oh, yeah, that's right. And Monday is the 2-year anniversary of these streams. So, like, holy shit, it's been 2 fucking years. That's, like, a lot of hours. I'll talk a little more on that at the end of stream, I think. I won't bother going off on a tangent with that right now. But yeah, the fucking pie. We got Karkat. Oh, right, book 5. That's what I was talking about. Because I recently, I realized that it was coming up, and then I finally got around to finishing reading book 4. Because with book 4, I was trying to, like, I wasn't just glancing over the pages and reading the footnotes. I was trying to, like, read the whole thing over, right? And so it took a little longer than usual. But yeah, that's right. And 1025 is coming up too. 1025 is gonna be a stream day. It's a Dream Daddy stream day, but it's a stream day. We can do some shit for that. But yeah, like, we've been pals for like 2 fucking years now. That's how long this shit's been going on. Damn. Yeah, it's really weird to think about, because it's like, shit, I started this, and like I think about where I was when I started this, and I'm like, shit, that's rough. It was like in the rough vicinity of a breakup, a really bad breakup, and it was just like not a good time, but I was like, this sounds like fun, you know? You have to finish book 4 yesterday. Yeah, I only just finished book 4, but, yeah, 2 fucking years. God, okay, I promise, I'll tangent more about this at the end. For now, we are in a supply closet in Gamzee's hive. The background is showing us the door to the closet, as well as a bit of the surrounding room. And the poster on the wall, I translated myself, even though there's letters covered up at the bottom, but multiple people have confirmed that the full translation is, be sure to drink your Ovaltine. That's rough. Yeah, it was a little rough, but you know, yeah, a bit over a year for sure. BoJack Horseman, catching up on Pixar, reading Homestuck books, and work. Last 2 weeks of October are gonna be hell. Y'all. Okay. Next week is gonna be a fucking shitstorm. I had my reading week this week, so I didn't have any classes. But of course, everybody's like, oh, reading week. This is the perfect time to put all of our fucking assignment due dates and tests right afterwards, because you just have that whole week off to work on all of the other shit. So you'll be bright and fresh and ready, and it's like, fuck no. Monday, I have a test. Tuesday, I have a test. Wednesday, I have an assignment due, and Thursday, I have an assignment due. The one on Thursday, I have not even fucking started yet. Like, it's gonna be a bad time. Your cat Sasha, aww. Literally a week away from the third Homestuck day. Yeah, it is happening. I just need to survive next week. Oh, and Monday, October 21st is the Canadian federal election, and I'm fucking terrified. But again, that's something that I can babble about at the end. I don't want to take too much time away from actually focusing on the plot of this at the moment, because we're in Gamzee's fucking hive right now. Who knows what the fuck is going to happen? I mean, I do, because I've read it already, but some of y'all don't, so no spoilers. You think a better name is Third Homestuck Day or Cascade Day? Yeah, I think Cascade Day works pretty well. It's pretty succinct. This is also, I guess around this time would be as well, the anniversary of my discovering Homestuck. Because it was around the time that Cascade came out that like a friend of mine, my ex actually, was like getting real hype about it. And I was like, what the fuck? And they were like, Homestuck. And I was like, ooh. And then I read it. Anyway. Yeah. It's been a journey. It's been 8 fucking years now for me. 8 years of Homestuckin'. And 2 years of streaming. Day Farina's Jade Harley Day. Oh, bless Jade Harley. Okay. You started right after Cascade? Yeah, it was right before Cascade that a friend told me about it, and I don't think I started reading it until shortly after Cascade came out. And then I caught up, like, right before Act 6 Intermission 1 started. God, I'm so fucking excited to start the next set of Homestuck reread streams. Whew. Okay. We're in the closet with Karkat. In the closet. We are in a closet with Karkat Vantas. A bucket rattles as he kicks it. He yelps and jumps backward onto your foot. What the fuck? Makara, you bottom-feeding asshole. Your personal habits are almost as disgusting as your pan-rotting purple words. Why is your paling equipment mixed in with your scrub poles? I will admit I didn't catch that at first. They were like, oh, a bucket. And I was like, yeah, cleaning supplies. There's a mop back there. And then Karkat was like, what the fuck? And I was like, oh, it's a bucket joke. Got it. Got it. Did you figure nobody would notice? Also, I really appreciate that the mop is wearing sunglasses. Surprise, Nooksucker! I noticed! What in the hell? Karkat breaks off and after a moment you realize why. Heavy footsteps shuffle closer. Someone has heard the absolute rumpus tantrum that Karkat's kicking up. It's kind of so nasty that everything's lime green. Yeah, it is super nasty in here. And, like, it's not just, like, the lime green, like, the soap or slime stuff everywhere, but, like, that gross, like, moldy looking splotches that are, like, all over the walls. And, like, all over the stuff in piles. Ugh. Oh, God. Y'all know I never really got my Gamzee voice right. Rumpus tantrum. Yeah. Oh, hey, hold up, my brother. I'm hearing something in the scrub cubby. Some squeak beast what's all got itself trapped. The door opens a crack. The look of terror on Karkat's face. Oh my god. Karkat grabs your arm again. Oh, fuck. A shadow looms on the wall. Wild hair and tall horns. Oh, fuck me. Karkat squeezes your arm so hard it hurts. Oh, fuck, oh, fuck, oh, fuck, oh, fuck, oh, fuck, oh, fuck. The door opens a little wider and you feel wetness on your arm where Karkat's claws have drawn blood. The door creaks and you panic. You both crash down to the floor together in Karkat's respite block. Karkat's little horns jab you in the side. Wasn't even into Homestuck in the heyday of bucket jokes, but still irrevocably ruined the completely ordinary cleaning implement known as buckets to me. Bucket jokes back in the day were too much. Like, fandom took it, like, 20 steps too far. But, I mean, that's kind of what Homestuck fandom did in the heyday for, like, everything. But I still stand by the fact that, like, all of the bucket jokes that are actually in the official content are good. No, I haven't been around. God. Yeah. You still feel the aftershocks? Everyone instinctively voices Gamzee the same way. Yeah, it's just like, God, the fucking, like, the popular fanon interpretations of character voices have, like, they are inescapable. Like, they're very, very distinctive and very built up by this point, that, to the point that, like, if you describe or voice act them in, like, an off kind of way, I don't think you'd get much traction for it. That should have been the first red flag. God. Yeah, rip. Yeah, it super fits for the characters. John kicking the shit out of imps for having cleaning implements is literally the funniest thing ever. Oh my god, yeah, that was such a good moment. Homestuck cares too. Everyone voices the exact same way. Karkat, Gamzee, Jake. Jake, I've actually heard with a variety of accents. Oh, Tersey. Yeah. Oh my god, fucking Aridin. Aridin for sure. Everybody voices Aridin the same way. Oh, Cronus. Yeah, the Sea Dwellers. Aridin and Cronus. Tersey. I'm trying to think of all the trouble. Oh, Tavros. Tavros has, like, a very distinctive, like, okay, Gamzee, Aridin, Tavros, like, in particular, highly, highly, highly influenced by fucking Octopimp. People, yeah, some people do the Texan accent for Dave, yeah. But yeah, Gamzee, Aridin, Tavros, definitely very Octopimp, like, influenced. Broadway Karkat definitely defined Karkat. Broadway Karkat and Ask Karkat voice, Case, the two of them very much, like, solidified the Karkat voice. You don't really know the fandom Tavros voice offhand. It's always, like, kind of high, just a touch nasally, with a little bit of, like, a gravel to it, and lots of, like, voice cracking. It kind of, come to think of it, they've kind of given him, like, permanent puberty voice. You can think of, I was like, instantly knew the voice. Yeah. I'm trying to think what other ones would have, like, oh, Equius. I feel like the general fandom vibe for Equius is low, touch of gravel, pretty airy. How little emotion. Vox is puts into that one John. Oh, well, I haven't listened to the Vox before, but which John conversation are you referring to? The Con Air one. Oh, when he kicks the consorts. Airy A. Yeah. Yeah. There's, like, it, and, like, when I started this, I was like, I want to kind of avoid doing those stereotypical voices, and then I mostly fell into them anyway because they're so hard to avoid. Because even I have those ideas, like, ingrained in my head that this is what these characters sound like, period. You know? Oh, on the battleship. Oh, when they're watching the movie. Yeah. Oh my god, yeah. That's a really emotional scene for John. Stereotypical is okay, though. Yeah, I know. There's that, like, negative association and, like, wanting to be fresh. But, like, sometimes you just, you know, sometimes it's okay to fall back on what's going to be recognizable for the people who are actually listening to you. Oh, yeah. That's definitely that one. Especially, oh my god. That's like, that was a big oof moment when you find out Dave Sprite left a note for John in the mock style of the notes his dad used to leave. Such a dick move. Oh my god, that's horrible. I was like, that, like, I physically felt that pain when I got to that part. God. Okay, I feel like we've veered far enough off subject that it's time to loop this back around to Karkat. We are no longer in Gamzee's hive. Karkat was panicking, so we hit our panic button and got both of us the fuck out of there. You both crash down to the floor together in Karkat's respite block. Karkat's little horns jab you in the side. What the fuck was that for? Why did you do that? Because Karkat was freaking the fuck out and you were worried the two of you were in danger? And there was some menacing asshole saying creepy stuff outside the closet door? Oh, right, so so the Gamzee lines. It is implied that, like, he's talking to someone who he's with in his room. Best guess is, of course, that it is MSPA Reader. That MSPA Reader, when we get to Gamzee's route, actually jumps back in time to this moment to talk to Gamzee. How prototyping are the alt-Clive talking to Jade scenes. Yeah, it's a really important scene to put emotion into. All of them, yeah. But that's best guess at the moment, is that it's MSP Reader having gone back in time, and that's who he's talking to. So, that's not a certain fact, of course. We don't know for sure, but yeah. That is a complete mischaracterization of the scenario, and I'm totally disgusted you even bring it up. It's not a mischaracterization. He was totally losing it. Look, he was clinging onto you so hard, he even drew blood. You show him your clawed-up arm. Uh-oh. Here we go again. Except this time it's not because he stabbed us, so, you know, it'll end a little bit better. Karkat's recognition is immediate and overblown, which you are beginning to gather isn't out of character for him. He starts vigorously examining himself. He appears to be checking for injuries. No, you insist, he is not the one bleeding. You are. He's so covered up in jeans and sweater that you have no idea how he'd even get cut in the first place. Wait, this is your blood? Yeah? What's the big deal? Besides the fact that he totally just scratched the shit out of you, you're willing to let it slide, though, for friendship reasons. You figure this might just be the way he greets people? It's honestly kind of fucked up. Maybe you should just leave? Wait, what? Now you're just going to zap the fuck out of here like nothing happened? You can't go out there. It isn't safe. Not for people like... Karkat pulls himself warily to his feet. He's still looking at you like you're a bomb that might go off if he steps wrong. Slowly, he extends his own palm and drags a claw across it. Crimson blood beads up and drips to the floor. It isn't safe for people like us. Social anxiety getting strong as fuck. Isn't that a mood, though? Clearly something is happening here, and it's probably a really deep and affecting moment, but you're just not sure what you're supposed to do. You bleed, he bleeds, both of you bleed. Sweet. Blood friends. You can fuck with that. Also, I'm kind of like, why would Karkat do that to the palm of his fucking hand? Like, I know that's what he did with Spades, like, in the game, but that was a completely different scenario. Like, he's still on fucking Alternia right now. Like, why would he create an open wound on his hand, which is a thing that he's always using? It's going to be hard to heal because it's always going to be in motion. It's going to be really obvious. It's right out there. Like, why wouldn't he pull up his sleeve a little bit and, like, go on the back of his arm or something? That Karkat is so hyper aware of things like this that it strikes me as odd that he would use the palm of his hand. You watch Supernatural and he's super dumb. Is that a thing they do on Supernatural? Oh, Blood Pact. Oh, like shaking hands with... Going off the fucking wall right now. Oh, yeah. How did you get a cerulean's hoodie? Did you bag yourself a high blood morale? Now that you have established that the two of you do indeed both have blood, Karkat appears to have warmed up to you a lot. He offers you something called grub juice, which you're pretty sure is just Coke, except not as sweet. It's almost a little salty. You take a tiny polite sip and then pour it into a dead plant as soon as Karkat turns his back. Okay, yeah, Karkat keeps fucking plants in his house. Sure. I have strong doubts that this boy would keep plants in his house. Although, I mean, I guess he's not really able to get out much, so I suppose it just makes sense that he might have a few plants hanging around. I also haven't looked at the panels in the comic that are like inside his house in a while, so maybe there's some plants in there. I don't know. Salty Coke is definitely the worst concept ever. Supernatural did not invent the concept of a blood pact. Well, I mean, duh, but it's a, you know, common cultural reference to it, and it uses it. Karkat would watch that show. Oh, God, he probably would. Karkat has more refined shitty taste than that. I mean, like, yeah, but, you know, Supernatural's only one step below rom-coms. You tell him that you aren't actually sure where you got this sweatshirt. You were just wearing it when you woke up. You don't even remember where that was. Mom comes a fucking guard, check yourself. Tarzan were watching 9 seasons straight. Oh, rip. You just know you were standing in front of John's house and you were wearing this hoodie and you knew it was important, but not why it's important. Possibly because it keeps you from being naked. You didn't realize it belonged to a cerulean, whatever that is. Oh, my heart, he doesn't remember Malik. Karkat is looking at you like you aren't making much sense, which is fair because you really aren't making much sense. So you're a mutant blood alien with amnesia that can also teleport. He is not fucking impressed. Yep. Oh, and you can time travel too. Don't push it. Karkat sits down at his desk and hits the spacebar on his keyboard. We could probably figure out whose caste sign that is. Well, not us specifically, unless you've got some incredibly unlikely and well-honed husk-top skills. You've got no husk-top skills, honed or otherwise. Yeah, I'm not fucking surprised. Here, just give me a second. Don't break any of my shit. You take a glance around the room, keeping your arms behind your back so as to make absolutely sure you don't break any of his shit. His room is surprisingly tidy for someone as scattered as Karkat, mostly just weapons and movie posters. It all has the air of someone who doesn't plan to live in a place for very long. It feels temporary. Karkat is typing furiously with his mouth pulled into a little frown. That's his default, it appears. Every so often, though, he'll throw glances at the cuts on your arm. He really is hung up on your blood. Guess who we get to talk to? Cameo number 2. Good news, Captor. Tonight is your lucky night. Finally, you get a chance to put your money where your dribbling, snaggletooth flap is. I need you to do something for me. Solix is definitely one that also has a very defined voice, returning to our conversation from earlier. Because aside from, like the lisp is a thing that's a canon thing, like, Solix has a lisp. But in particular, making it just that little bit nasally is a very fanon thing. All the early Karkat relationships tonight. Oh boy, are we. KK, if this is more whining about the team leaders, I don't want to hear it. You just don't have the qualities necessary for this sort of scenario. And if you're just here to start some sort of... God, it's been so long since I've read Solix, my lisp is rusty. And if you're just here to start some sort of slap fight for wigglers, then you should probably go fuck yourself. Because I've actually got work I need to do tonight. Oh my god. Who gives a fuck about the gamer idea dug out of a hole in the ground? And what actual work? Like I even believe that for a second. You mean the actual work of touching yourself while sobbing into your Recupercoon? Yes, hilarious, but can we skip the foreplay for just one time in our lives? All that's going to happen is you saying something you regret and then cry typing over whether or not we're still friends. Okay, first of all, fuck you. Yeah, fucking cry typing. God. I don't have time for any of your pathetic burns dunking me into a carton of weak sauce. There's actual, real, serious shit going down. Well, now that we've wasted like 2 minutes telling each other how busy we are, what the fuck do you want? I need you to check something in the Imperial database for me. Cast records. And I want you to do it without asking me why I need it. Deal? Wait, what the fuck, KK? Absolutely no deal. You didn't even try to make a deal. You just told me to do something incredibly illegal and dangerous. Why do you need cast records? You think Why do you need cast records? You think ancestors are bullshit. Ancestors are bullshit. Fake night dream nonsense for kids who hate themselves and want to experience a connection to something better than they are. Face the facts, bulgeweeds. There is no way any of us are descended from anybody that matters. Oh, the dramatic irony. The dramatic irony of such a statement. Real soul car foreplay? Oh boy. Just give it a minute. Then why the hell do you want me to risk getting culled for records if it's a bunch of bullshit that doesn't even matter? I might have a death wish, but I'm not suicidal. So either tell me what crawled up your nook and... Oh, that should be a 2. So either tell me what crawled up your nook and laid eggs in there, or let me get back to work. Okay, fine. I'm telling you this because we're friends and I trust you. There's this person in my hive. Person. Yeah, they aren't a troll, but they aren't a drone either. I figure they're an alien, but they've got a cerulean sign and we're trying to figure out where it came from. Wait, they aren't a troll, but they're a cerulean? Sorry, KK, I'm trying to wrap my pan around this, but I'm pretty sure you're fucking with me. Oh my god, could you just run this? Give me a second. Okay, nobody's had this sign or cast name in... a while. Ask your new alien friend if they know the name Adolov. Nobody's had this sign or cast name in a while because, there's like hundreds of, what did they say? I can't remember if it's hundreds of sweeps or thousands of sweeps or hundreds of thousands of sweeps between the beta trolls and the hive swap trolls. I think it's either hundreds of sweeps or thousands of sweeps. Hundreds of thousands seems a bit excessive. But I know, oh my god. Hey, do you know... Oh, what the fuck? You step back from where you've been reading over Karkat's shoulder. You couldn't resist. He was just getting so heated and mad, banging on that keyboard and making little weird little growling noises. You think you could just... Karkat goes absolutely silent. He's rigid. If he'd been a cat, his hair would be standing straight up. You ask him what's wrong, and he shushes you so loudly you almost fall over from shock. You strain, and in the distance, you think you hear a strange, staticky whirring. Suddenly, Karkat explodes into motion, grabbing your arm and pulling you out of his respite block and down the stairs. In the living room, he tugs a thick black blanket from off the back of the couch and pulls up the rug in the center of the room. Beneath it is a trap door. What the hell is... Be quiet! Your Homestucks. I know, I'm really desperate for hive swap references too. But like... Okay. His movements are quick and panicky, but also methodical. His jaw is set and his eyes are hard as he unbolts the trapdoor, giving it a hard yank to loosen it and props it open. Beneath it is a rectangular pit in the foundations of the house, the size and shape of a shallow grave. This isn't the first time he's done this. You doubt it's even the 10th. Speaking of hive swap, this song is very hive swap, and I love it. It's got that warbly kind of noise that they use a lot in the hive swap soundtrack. Is it? I feel like it would not be completely unheard of if this was actually a song from like the Act 2 soundtrack, but that's completely speculation and not confirmed at all. I'm just saying this because I know that it has been confirmed that one or two of the songs used during Hive Swap Friend Sim are actually from the Act 2 soundtrack, but I don't remember which ones. So far, Karkat has struck you as a little bit ridiculous, but now there's something fierce burning in him, something angry and distilled. The sound comes again, closer this time, and you see a hulking shadow out the window, huge and menacing and armored. Karkat yanks you down into the pit with him and wraps the two of you in a blanket. Then he closes the trapdoor and you are plunged into a darkness so absolute it's like you stopped existing. What the hell is going on? A drone. Karkat's face is squished against your shoulders. The fear in his voice shudders you to your bones. It's just a routine check. We should be fine down here. My Lucis dug this. It hides the temperature. The temperature? Of me. Of us. Of our mutation. You don't understand, but that doesn't stop you from being afraid. Impossibly heavy footsteps land on the floor above you. Karkat trembles. God, you have to do something. What are we gonna do? It's 12:14, so we're gonna be breaking, and I'll give you the 5 minutes to decide what decision you think we should make. Someone will do. Oh, Jade. He does look scared. He looks fucking terrified. And also like the Signless. Indeed, that is a very Signless-esque cloaking. Alright, I'm gonna turn the volume down on this kick-ass music for just a hot minute while I get the break set up. Prepare for unseen consequences, man. Bad end first. You don't want to think about the bad end. Like, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but that's. Oh my god! I completely forgot that I said I was gonna play Karkalicious. So we're gonna start with the classic and then go to cases. No, wait. Oh, there's drone sound effects. That's neat. That must be... I must have to turn sound volume down to get the... Dang, that's cool. I thought they just built it into the music track, but no. Those are indeed separate sound effects. But yeah, let me just like actually find Oh yeah, no, it's horrific. Let's see. Karkalicious, it is right there in my search history. Let's see. I believe that Case has like a separate of just the Karkalicious on their channel, YouTube channel. Because I know that they did a cover of it in that stream, but I'd have to like find the timestamp and stuff. Karkalicious 2019 by Case on SoundCloud. Okay, so I found it. All right. It's the officialist one, so you... Alright, sure. I mean, yeah, I mean, like, I guess that's the one, that's the one that they got permission to use in the fucking video. God. Okay, so 5 minutes on the clock. Well, I guess a little more than 5 if we're going to be playing both versions of Karkalicious. But, back in roughly 5 minutes. And we're back. I hope you enjoyed that twice as long as usual break, just so we could listen to both versions of Karkalicious. I know, the ending, and yeah, fuck yeah, trans fucking rights. Case's version is so good. Yeah, I apologize for the little, like, fucking Value Village, like, advertisement that started at the end of that YouTube video, but it's all good. Okay, let's get the break text off. Because, you know, I forgot to do that one time. And let's get all the sound back. Now, what's the consensus? Because I was hearing some general just like, God, just do the bad end first, please. So, if you would like to just do that, then I can pick out the bad end and we can get it out of the way. You agree on the bad end. Okay. Alright. Well, because the bad end is not flee. The bad end is wait it out. And you will see what happens. Which is not to say, honestly, that the bad end is, like, the bad end is still, like, a good fucking read. You don't want to see your... Okay, look, y'all. If you're afraid of seeing your boy get hurt, you will not see your boy get hurt, okay? I'll say that much now. Okay? They wouldn't do that. They would not fucking do that. Actually, no. That's debatable. But, you know, look, okay. It's good, okay? Wait it out. We'll be fine. Karkat mutters it to himself again and again. We'll be fine, we'll be fine. This always works. There's no reason to... A rusty grating screech as the trapdoor is wrenched off its hinges. Light pours in. Two giant metal hands reach into the hole and pluck the both of you out. Karkat wriggles and bites like a cat trying to get free. There's a lot of cat imagery in this route. You don't have the chance. You don't have the chance. The drone tosses you bodily out of the way. Your head hits the wall and everything goes a little strange and streaky after that. When you come back to yourself, you're outside in the blazing morning heat with Karkat crouched over you. Did the two of you escape? Yeah. Yeah. His voice is hollow. There is crimson blood smeared on his sweater and up to his chin, and you realize it must have come from the reopened cuts in your arm. Karkat must have carried you out of the hive. The hive. Oh, behind you, Karkat's house is in flames. The heat of the fire combines with the heat of the sun until it feels like the two of you are standing on the edge of hell. Oh my god, did the drone do that? No, my Lucis did. I told you, I have early warning systems. He gave me a chance to get out before triggering it. Is he okay? Karkat gives you a look of utter disgust. He gestures towards the burning hive. I very much fucking doubt it. Okay, but the drone is dead, right? So he's safe. Karkat releases a creaky wheezing sound that it takes you a second to realize is a laugh. God, you really are an alien. Where are you from? It sounds relaxing. That isn't the only drone, you freak of nature. It's seen my sign, it's heard my voice. I'm on record as call on sight. There's absolutely nowhere for me to go. Crab Dad. Oh, I saw the most cursed tweet the other day. God, I wish I had the source for this. But it has long since disappeared. But it was something about like, the caption was like, Homestuck DILF meeting, and the two people in the picture were Dad Egbert and fucking Crab Dad. Shit. Okay. Well, what about his friends? You really don't think Karkat is in any sort of state to make decisions, so you make an executive one for both of you. Also, it's hot as shit out here, and your delicate skin is already starting to burn. You saw that. What had that friend's name been? Solix? You take Karkat's hand, because the two of you are beyond holding each other under the armpits at this point. You appear in a residential street in a city, and for a second you think you must have traveled in time as well, since it's night again suddenly. But then you look up and see the strange purple-blue glimmer in the sky. It's still day, but there's some sort of atmospheric shield between the killer sun and the city. You wonder why there isn't one over where Karkat lives. Maybe it's too far out in the sticks. World building! Romulus Gloriosus! Welcome to the stream, and yes, poor Crab Dad, rest in fucking peace. Karkat yanks his hand out of yours. He is still holding the blanket he'd wrapped the two of you in, staring around in nervous little ticks. He looks even more scared than he had back in his bedroom. Clearly, he doesn't get out much. Fuck. A low chime rings out through the empty street. Karkat pulls his palm husk out of his pocket and looks at it like he can't remember what it is. Like everything normal has been wiped away and all that remains is the frozen horror in his eyes. KK, what the fuck? I just thought your name come up on the feed. What did you do, you fucking idiot? You're going to be a Thresh Kuthner. Oh, Seer of Heart. Hello. I recognize your username from the Twitter machine. And at least one Discord server. Potentially more than one Discord server. Yes, at least. Okay, let me try and say Thresh Kushner again, because this super didn't work out the first time. You're going to be a Thresh Kuthner, and you're going to be a Thresh Kuthner. You can't just start throwing up on cult lists. I didn't do anything. Solix, there's some stuff about me you don't know. KK, what the hell? Okay, well, first of all, I'm right outside your hive stem. What? What are you talking about? Is this the mutant stuff? Who gives a shit about that? TV knows too. She said they can taste our blood colors through the screen, which is all kinds of freaky. Yeah, Solix is like, of course you are. Oh. How does that even work? The screens aren't scratch and sniff. How the fuck? Doesn't matter. Wow, I actually do not give a crap about any of Tersey's cackling bullshit right now. Everything is fucked forever. As if in agreement, a familiar crackling whir starts up somewhere close by. You and Karkat look at each other in almost comedic distress. I have to go. Just come up here, okay? We'll figure this shit out. No, absolutely fucking not. Oh my god, you utter imbecile. You think your little pants mark could do anything against a culling drone? I know you have a death wish, but I'm not going to assist you in a hysterical shit-fit suicide. You don't know anything about me or my death wish, KK. Death wish, KK. Come upstairs. No. Don't make me tell you how much I hate you. Karkat throws his palm husk at the pavement, shattering the screen. Tears drip off his jaw in blurry streaks of red. Don't make me tell you how much I hate you. God, that's like the fucking black rom equivalent of don't make me tell... Equivalent of like a red rom, don't make me tell you how much I love you. That's like... I was not expecting to get Solkat rights anywhere in Pesterquest, but like... Solkat rights? They're here. There's these Catholic bullshit. Yeah, Solkat rights all these years later. Yeah, Solkat is one of those ones that's kind of like... I was never like ultra hype about it, but if someone brought it up, I'd be like, yeah, that's okay. That's alright, but like, Solkat fucking writes. Like, this is like, amping it the fuck up. Karkat throws his palm husk at the pavement, shattering the screen. Tears drip off his jaw in blurry streaks of red. Get me out of here! And don't you dare ask me what's wrong! You don't. You get him out of there. Every time you try to look away, you keep going back, because, I know, it's a good one, though. Better than Gamcro, that's for sure. Oh, fuck yeah. To all over. Locale to locale. So that was Skyla's. So that was the forest where you meet Karako. Skyla's, the place where Skyla's farm was. Now we're in the sewer where we ventured with Diamond. You take a grand tour of Alternia, a place you shouldn't know the name of, but you do. He's returning to all the places that are there in his subconscious fucking memory. my god, this one fucking was the worst one for me. This fucking sleepy, because this is their old haunt. This is their, like, the place that they claimed as their house. And everywhere you go, you hear that telltale grating whir. Karkat was right. Wherever he goes, the drones follow. And this is the forest that we pass by. There's a bad end with Chahut. I believe it's Chahut's route, where Chahut takes you into the forest with Amicia and you, like, cut someone's fucking head off. That got, like, caught in a noose. And then, yeah, wandering this way with poor sweet Wanshi, who I love so much. Slam him down with Jade. After a certain point, oh, and this is the cave that's in Asdaja's route. Jade Cat writes in 2019. I mean, hey. I mean, I know the epilogues has words, but you know, I'm kind of down with it. I shipped it a lot back in the day. Jade Cat. Oh my god, I totally forgot about this. When I used to roleplay Jade on Facebook, I actually was in, like, a roleplay relationship type thing with a Karkat at one point. God. After a certain point, it just becomes routine. You teleport to a random location, and the two of you just sort of loaf around until you hear the sound in the distance. By the time the sun starts to set, you are both exhausted and must have zapped all over the planet. You find yourself back on the grassy fields, most likely somewhere near Karkat's demolished hive. Smoke hangs fetid in the evening air. Karkat's eyes are dull, his hair a tangled mess of curls so thick they look like twisted wire. I figured out why the fucking thing didn't work. What thing? He shakes the blanket, which he's been holding on to all day, the last remnant of what is most likely now just a smoking wreck. With 2 mutants in there, we were too warm. Years of perfecting my hiding like an oink beast from the slaughter technique, and it's all decimated by some clueless asshole in a hoodie. Just Karkat out here having a normal one. Getting fucked up the way chute by the inexorable march of fate and the universe. I meet someone with the same disgusting deformity as me, and they immediately ruin my life. This is why I don't let people into my hive. Oh. Jade Cat isn't even top MF Karkat ships. Valid. I know, ouch. Karkat. There's so much hatred wrapped up in his voice and his words, and you don't think it's hatred for you. You ask him what you can do. You want to fix this. I think you've done enough. Karkat bundles himself up in the blanket, even though it isn't cold. He turns away. Game over. But he looks like the sufferer. He looks like the sufferer. Oh my goodness. And of course there was all that talk about we couldn't possibly be descended from blah 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 blah. And it's like, oh boy, just you fucking wait. It hurts. I know. It hurts so much. But you know what? We have the good ending next. And the good ending will not hurt. The good ending is very good. But yeah, he is suffering. Indeed. Okay. So, we're back in his hive with the drums. Rather than waiting it out, it is time to flee. So you're a pretty tolerant kind of dude. You're generally down for whatever, but lying in a shallow grave while a troll boy digs his nubby little horns into your ribs and a mechanical monster stomps around upstairs, that's kind of a lot, even for you. So So you do really the only thing a responsible friend can. You get your friend the fuck out of Dodge. You were like, oh, they gotta take him to Earth, and I was like, don't say anything. And you're like, oh my god, take him to Jade's, and I was like, don't say anything. Top 3 MF are June Cat, Karezi, and Nepcat in no particular order. Yeah, that's fair. My heart holds a special place for Karezi in particular, because that was my first, like, oh my god, it's my OTP. But, so, you're going ghost. Oh, you like Mean Cat? That is also an interesting one. Y'all got some good shit out of the epilogues. I mean, we didn't get much dialogue between the two of them, but you know, she was there. Fucking love Danny Phantom. Danny Phantom is the good shit. Ugh. But, should watch again. Yes. Fucking go for it. Why not? Okay, wait. So we're on Earth. We're in Dave's apartment. Dave and Bert's apartment. With Dave and John. So, obviously Beck has done some things here. Made some arrangements. And now, John and Dave are no longer at Jade's. Oh, you gotta find it. Oh, yeah. That's fair. Okay. Let's see what these two are up to. It was really cool of Jade to have us all over. It felt like a birthday present, kind of. Especially since all of my other presents got lost in the mail. Actually, the only one that didn't get lost was a little Monsters poster my dad got me. He gave it to me a week early, almost like he knew that something weird was going to happen to the rest of my gifts. So this here is kind of hinting towards a theory that's already been pretty popular, which is that the Guardians all already kind of know that something's gonna go down. I mean, Mom Lalonde literally works for Skynet, right? But Bro and Dad, is always kind of like, do they know what's up? See, this is hinting that maybe they did. Oh, and of course Jake as well was like, he literally owned Skynet, like, all that shit, but, Sure, yeah, I'm happy for you, dude. Cool that your dad got your unbelievably crappy shit to you before it got thrown in the literal garbage where frankly it belongs. But why are you wasting any part of our valuable word count babbling about your fucking little Monsters poster? Who actually cares? I don't know, I just figured some people might want to know about it. Whack. So they're getting like a little bit meta. They're just like, I think that some of the dear readers would like to know what the fuck happened with my little Monsters poster. Yeah, Karkat in the back is like, what the fuck? Yeah, whack. Oh, hey. Dave and John are propped up on the futon, gaming the only way bros can game, i.e. with several bags of chips and a mostly empty 2-liter bottle of Mountain Dew on the couch between them. Yeah, dog, saving room for Jesus and snacks. Oh hey, Mr. Mailman. You wave a little hello and try to catch your breath. You're a little unbalanced from the brutal shift between being buried alive to a chill Texas day with just a couple guys being dudes. Wait, how did they even get back from Jade's? Oh, right, yeah, it turns out her dog can teleport. Wild, right? Who knew? I don't think Beck can time travel, though. So don't worry, you aren't going to be out of a job or anything. And I'm probably going to ask you to zap me back to my place before my dad realizes I've been gone this long. Skunk smell. Oh, rip. Yeah, just a couple dudes being guys. Just guys being dudes. But yeah. So now we're getting into some sort of temporal shenanigan type things where John is going to be technically older physically because he's experienced this like extra time, so to speak. What's better than those guys being dudes? I don't think he'd call the cops on you, but I just want to be on the safe side. By the way, who the fuck is that? Yeah. And is he, like, okay? Yeah, this whole conversation in the meantime, where's Karkat? Well, here he is. Oh yeah, Karkat. He's currently curled up on the ground with the blanket still wrapped around him. He's breathing very heavily and sort of clutching at the carpet. Poor Karkat. God. That expert would never call the cops. True. Yeah, poor fucking Karkat. You lean down to make sure he's cool while telling Dave and John that he's an alien from another planet. You figured you'd bring him here since shit got a little too hot. Shit got a little too hot back in alien land. Oh, dope, I guess. Hey, dude. Wait, he's an alien? Like, a real alien? Yeah, John, Jesus Christ, look, he's got little horns. Yeah, I can see that, but come on, aliens? Oh, so this is where you draw the line? Our friend living alone on an island with nothing but her magical dog and taxidermy grandpa who she stuffed herself isn't where you draw the line. A teleporting fake mailman in a hoodie who just wants to be bros isn't where you draw it. I guess you have a point. Yeah, Dave is just like, are you fucking kidding me right now, John? All of this other stuff, but not this. All of that stuff just feels so normal now. So I guess in theory you could bring us to visit this alien planet? Maybe? Not that that's anything I'd actually want to do. The place is probably stank AF. You'd never catch me in space. Space ain't the place. Oh damn, write that down. Oh, Dave. You love a good Strider freestyle any day of the week, but this isn't Dave's route, so you return your focus back to... Oh, holy fuck, where did he go? Hey, true, I didn't realize they were doing class specty things. Wheels within wheels, yeah. But, I love how they just turn back and it's, where's Waldo, where's Karkat? Exactly. Oh yeah, the little dude just scurried at the door. Probably should have mentioned that. Yes, Dave, you should have fucking mentioned that. God damn it. God damn it. You just brought Karkat to Earth and you've already lost him. Some friend you are. You zap down to the ground floor of the apartment building. Nothing. You zap to the stairwell and look up. Nothing. No little alien boy with a blanket. Shit. Damn it. Remembering the time you met Dave, you zap up to the roof. You find Karkat standing silhouetted against the turgid Texas sky, shimmers of heat haze making him look strangely artificial. He's shading his eyes and staring up at the sun. Hey, dude, don't do that. You're gonna hurt yourself. Oh, wow. Thank you so much for the advice. I'm way too stupid to know not to look directly into a burning ball of fire. The pain is intense and searing, but I'm just a dumb fucking animal. By the way, this sun is pathetic. Well, this is another planet and another sun. Yes, thank you. He drops his hand and turns back to you. There are still cobwebs in his hair from the crawl space. Is this where you're from? You think so? Maybe? You don't remember very much about yourself, but you seem to know much more about Earth than you do about Alternia. You don't remember very much about that place at all. Oh, except that it's called Alternia, apparently. Don't remember much about that place at all. The subconscious knowledge is fucking there. You can see that from all of the places that we went in the bad end. All of the places that we zapped around to were places that would be in that fucking subconscious back end of MSPA reader's brain from when they were on Alternia. They were all familiar environments. Ugh. This all feels, I don't know, wrong? Or just really fucking weird. You zapped in and dragged me out of my hive to an alien planet where the sun isn't hot enough to burn. Well, it is definitely hot enough to burn. It just takes a little longer. Shut up, I wasn't finished. Before you showed up, Solix was telling me about this game that one of his friends found. We were all supposed to play it together, and I don't know. Shit, let me take a small intermission here. I was gonna find this page, and then I forgot to find it. Good. I'm glad I found it very quickly. So, we are entering Karkat's life somewhere just past, let me set this up. Boop. Here. It took me a second. I was like, okay, I gotta find this. So this is the conversation here. KK, don't flip your shit about this, but I'm setting you up to play a game with some people. This is Stolix introducing Karkat to the game. So this is rough strokes where we ended up running into Karkat entering his world. Let me see here. Yeah, so we have this whole long pester log. Now if we go back, what's happening before this? Right, so they're showing this code. This is before Karkat blew up his computer. I mean, his computer's still usable in this route, so that makes sense as well. But yeah, so this is like, we're pretty early in Act 5. Yeah, there's Gamzee Terzi, there's Gamzee's introduction. So this is super early Act 5 here. Oops. But yeah, this is the precise page. We're somewhere floating around after this conversation. But before... Oh my god, Terzi, I love you so much. Anyway, I'm getting distracted now. So, I'm getting distracted. So we're gonna get back to the game. But that is about the point in events. Super early. Okay. Some stuff would have happened. I don't know why it feels like that matters. I just feel... It's hard to describe. Flattened out. Mirroring capturing some of the weird, twisty feelings that kind of happen to the characters in the epilogues. Yeah, I feel you. I love that fucking hand motion. Like, fucking... Dave gets on the roof and Karkat's immediately like, this motherfucker, like, wildly gesturing. You and Karkat both jump. Dave has ninja'd up the stairs and leaned casually against the brick wall. Shit, how long has he been standing there? And where's John? Oh, he just disappeared. Wait, what? Yeah, it's weird. The swirling void wormhole just opened up in the TV and sucked him right in. What? Well, I'm fucking with you. John's in the bathroom. But I had you there. But I had you for a second, didn't I? And Aisha confirmed on Twitter that this was indeed a very intentional Persona reference. Absolutely sounds like something that could happen. Absolutely sounds like something that could happen these past couple days. Oh, yeah. Hilarious. He sure got you. Also, you're pretty sure the scene moved up here so you could talk to Karkat without Dave coming in and making all of this about him again? You'll never... Yeah. Insert music here. You'll never see it coming. I'm not doing an impression of that song, but y'all know what I mean. I need to play those games too. My brother fucking owns all of them, so I'm fairly certain that I could play all of the ones, except for the ones that are on systems where the cartridge only has one save file. But, anyway. The only Persona game you play is Smash. No, Dave needs to be there. I know, right? Okay. Dave adjusts his shades. Man, that is just an extremely weird thing to say. But yeah, horny dude. I mean, guy with horns. Slow clap for that one. You refuse to give Atlas money. Yeah, I've heard questionable things about them, I guess, as well. Yeah, holy fucking shit, Dave. God. Are you talking to me? We were all supposed to play a game too. Together as a group or some shit. Right. Y'all, I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Why are you beeping out in the middle of my fucking stream? Oh, because it's past time. Whoops. Right. Jade told you about a game that was supposed to change everything. It's that sort of shit that makes me get this feeling you know more about what's going on than you're telling us. You swear you don't. You have no idea why any of this is happening, or maybe not happening. There's just some stuff you seem to know, but not until you absolutely have to. You're just sure that it's very important that you brought Karkat here. Why? How the fuck do I have anything to do with these How the fuck do I have anything to do with these hornless freaks? Standing right here, bro. My god. Moni's excited about Dave Cat. Refuse to pirate anything released this decade, not because you think it's wrong, but because you don't trust yourself to be good at computers to do it. No, that's pretty fair. I have never attempted to pirate a game before. But yeah, that's a pretty good point now that I think about it. You said it's important for you to bring him here, like, here specifically. To my apartment. Yeah. Why? You aren't sure. You just have this intense feeling that it's imperative that the two of them are friends. Alright. Weird, but alright. Gray dude, you ever play any Tony Hawk? And that's a good end. I cannot fucking believe. Okay. Dave is just like, yeah, sure. You ever play any fucking Tony Hawk? God, that's so 2009. I've played fucking Tony Hawk games. I was awful at them. But yes, the plot thickened. There's a little writing at the bottom, and so here we have this beautiful victory screen going on. And Dave just fucking goes with it. Yeah. But it's very, very difficult to see, and I didn't see this until I saw a couple different versions of this online. But this is my version of this particular edit, okay? So I'm going to do a transition here. And you'll notice that a few other things showed up on the image. And these are all things that are indeed on the original victory screen. I took a screen cap of this end screen. I put it in Photoshop and slapped a saturation filter on it and turned the saturation as high as it could go. And it revealed this. So this is a direct reference. These images are both taken from this Sweet Bro and Hello Jeff comic. Let me just pop that link in chat. SNES games? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Switch Online. Yeah. Switch Online, that's like an okay selection. But, yeah, Sweet Sherlock and Hella Holmes as detectives. What happened last time? I say, butthole. Indubitably. Who put shit in my pipe? Shh. Tap. And then, yeah, it's the plot thicken. So this is the image here, this red one in the bottom corner. This is one that's overlaid. And then it's this, like, weird fucking peanut hat head that's overlaid in the other corner. So this could be a silly joke. Other folks are saying... I've seen theorized in a couple different places that this means that Vriska and Terzi are going to be next. Because both of Karkat's eyes are covered with red, and only one of John's eyes is covered with that pink line. It's called a deer stalker. Look, the way it's drawn in the comic, it looks like a fucking peanut, okay? But, yeah, that is the theory. This theory is also, like, it's semi-validated by data mining. Because people have found the elements of what appears to be like a flarp kind of aspect that we're assuming is going to be part of Vriska's route and potentially Terzi's as well. Because they were both like, the two of them were the ones who were super, super in on that together. But we get to Team Scourge for the next one. I want Terzi so badly. Vriska, y'all know I could give or take that route. But, I mean, okay. Maybe Vriska's route won't be unbearable. But, yeah, Act 5 Vriska, for me, is like a very special kind of, oh my god. But, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So it does seem to be leaning to Vriska Terzi, for the next one. Or Team Charge. Oh my god, I'm really excited for Aradia and Tavros as well. You know, I'm intrigued to get a little more Tavros, because I feel like he's... I think I've heard the most wildly conflicting views of Tavros in fandom in terms of there being, like, basically no general agreement on whether he's just, like, a complete dick or if he's just a bumbling fool or if he's other thing. It's just all over the map. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting more Tavros content. And hopefully, I swear on my fucking life, if the Tavros route is entirely clowning on him I will freaking lose it. Like, give the boy some damn respect. Like, I understand he can be kind of a dick in canon, but the way that he's treated by both the narrative and the fandom is entirely unwarranted. Like, hard to grasp his character when he barely got to be there. Yeah, right? When he was there, he was either just acting as Vriska's punching bag or Vriska's, like, slave. It's like, yeah. So, Trace isn't writing it. Okay. Well, I mean, I had no guesses as to who was going to write it, but he could definitely benefit from some one-on-one time for sure. It is, yeah, I think it's going to be great, and I'm really looking forward to getting, a little more time with Tav. Because what I've enjoyed so far about all of these Pesterquest routes is that, at least so far, they've all been pretty sympathetic to the characters and into showing us a little more of maybe traits that we didn't get to see so much in canon, what's it called? What am I trying to say here? Like, none of them have been antagonistic towards the characters that they are about. And I kind of like having that kind of one-to-one with the characters. Kanaya Prep School, eh? You like him and you think he's decently developed, but there are some problems with his depiction that were fucking amplified post-Act 7. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's, killing him off unceremoniously was literally the worst part of the epilogues. Yeah. No, I fully agree with that. Like, I like Tavros, and I hate the way, like, the thing is, I've never even, this has been, like, a very recent, like, last couple of years thing, because, like, y'all know I've been in this shit for a while. We were talking earlier about how roughly around this time of year is my 8-year anniversary of being into Homestuck. I've been around the block many times, and this kind of attachment to Tavros is like a pretty recent thing, because I never really paid much attention to him before. I just didn't think he was very remarkable. I didn't really like him that much. Oh yeah, boy, 2011 round Cascade time. But I've just been getting angrier and angrier at the way that he's treated by, like, not even just, like, the narrative, but, like, specifically the way the narrative treats the way that Vriska treats him, I think, is kind of, like, the way to put that. And then that extended into things like the epilogues, where they just, like, wrote him up to be, they wrote him and portrayed him in, like, the most pathetic way that they possibly could, and then we're just like, oop, he's gone, and it's like, what the fuck? Yeah. It is upsetting. I'm fucking upset. And it's like, God. Yeah, I just wish that there were more actual serious conversations about him with, like, depth, other than, like, surface level takes of, why is everyone pretending like he's such an soft boy? Tavros is an asshole in canon. That's about the deepest take that I've seen on Tavros in ages, and it's so surface level. Appreciating Tavros hours for fucking sure. I've been meaning to go back and reread this conversation for a long time. We were having a conversation about Tavros in it was Optimistic Duelist Discord server, God, this was a long time ago at this point, I think. At least like a good few months. I've been meaning to find this conversation again because I don't remember who it was, but they were talking about this really fascinating take on Tavros, looking at his behavior through a trauma lens. And it was so fucking good. Like, it's the best fucking Tavros take that I have ever seen, because everything else is so surface level. One day I'll type out my fucking thoughts about Tavros. Isn't that the mood? I want to do that so badly. But I just, like, I've been meaning to ask around in circles for a while, just, like, specifically to people who do a lot of, like, academic writing about Homestuck, how to do it without it sounding like a really angry, almost like call-out post type thing. Because a lot of the things that I want to talk about are things that I'm just like I just want to scream at people because we're not having any of these conversations, like, ever. Like, you know, there's this like, God. Because he should be the main character as the Page of Breath, and they even dress him up like Link. Yeah, that's a really interesting idea. Need to have a whole stream where we don't read any Homestuck and shit, and we just talk about Tavros. Because you want to type out how you agree and disagree with you and how the narrative treats him. And, okay. I mean, like, it's an idea. We could fucking do it. We could literally have a Tavros party. I have an application, an app in my Google Chrome. That is like, shit, what's it called again? I think I talked about it on here before, but it was like a really fucking long time ago that I installed it, so I probably haven't talked about it in a while. Homestuck POV Cam. So it's like, it is set up so that you can follow links to only follow a specific character through. So we could probably do, like, a stream where we just use that to hop around Tavros' timeline and, like, look at shit and just fucking talk about Tavros. Because, like, I've wanted to do I've attempted to do, like, Twitter threads before, but it just, like, look, y'all, I don't tweet. I yell on here. Like, this is my equivalent of, like, tweeting all of my fucking Homestuck opinions. Is getting to talk about it here. Because I just find that when I like that streaming is so instantaneous that I just get to talk about shit, you know? I don't have the time or the space to overthink every word that's coming out of my fucking mouth the same way that I would with composing a tweet, you know, where I would be going over and over and over and over to try and make the wording perfect. So, you know. Oh, you're glad you popped in then. Well, I'm glad you're hanging out with us. Yeah, that's a really interesting idea about, you know, that narrative fuck you to Tavros telling him you're not allowed to be the protagonist. Which is, now I'm thinking about it more, I'm thinking about that idea more, is also really interesting to take that idea into account when thinking about the fact that a lot of this kind of sort of authorial scorn narrative mistreatment is delivered through the vessel of Vriska, who is, you know, the one who's always in the spotlight. You need, like, a book of commentary for that? Oh god, yeah. Small friend groups are better for discussions with nuance. Yeah. Everyone on Twitter has to get as much clout from their Discord tweets as possible, and you're including yourself in that. Yeah. I tried to... Fun story. I tried to write a Twitter thread about Tavros one time, and I ended up accidentally, like, vaguing someone because something that I had seen around was actually an inside joke. But I thought they were being serious because people just be like that sometimes. And I was like, this is fucked up. And they were like, this is an inside joke and at me next time, you know, kind of thing. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And I have not posted a Twitter thread since. Like, I haven't even tried to post an opinion. I was fucking mortified. God. I posted like one tweet that like, it's actually done decent rounds. I was kind of surprised at how much it got, what's it called? How much it like went around. Let me see if I can find it. Ah, yes, here it is. Oh yeah, Al, if you responded to this tweet, I'm broadcasting the only opinion I've ever posted on Twitter now. Yosh Hazard right Zelda inspirations and Homestuck. That's true. Reaver's Final Fantasy post. Yeah, I've been meaning to just like generally do more reading of Homestuck things. Cause I watch like the YouTube stuff and I follow what's happening on Twitter, I follow things in a few Discord servers, but my brain has trouble sitting down to read entire academic articles. So I really gotta force myself to just fucking do it. Yeah, heavily leaning on similar pillars. And I mean, there's you know, the obvious inspiration with like Hero of Time and kind of like the formatting of that, and comparing like to the class spec things. Postmodernly disinterested in the hero's journey. Backdrop for personal drama. Yeah. But yeah, like there's definitely, I mean, like there's definitely some references to it other than, you know, the Flash where John gets dressed up as Link. But yeah. Tavros Party. That sounds like a thing that I would be down to orchestrate. For sure. Cool. Alright, it is 20 after 1. Yo, I didn't mention this before, but I have to get up at 5:30 in the fucking morning tomorrow. And I really shouldn't be streaming right now, but boy am I. Oh, an event. True. Oh, with pixel art. Oh, that would be so sick. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'll have to give it some thought as to when exactly I would do that. I think, yeah, because I'll have to do some other planning as to how I would run that sort of thing anyway, because I haven't really done a structured themed stream like that before. It's usually playing something or just reading something, but yeah, I'll have to give that some more thought and kind of more of an organizational structure, and then I'll pick out a date and let y'all know what's up. Yeah, I gotta go to bed. I still haven't packed my bag. Whoops, that's fine. I'm volunteering all day at a Lolita fashion event, so I gotta be there early and help, you know, get stuff set up and all that jazz. But yeah. Anyway. That was Karkat. That was Karkat's Pesterquest. For the sake of avoiding spoilers, we're not going to be looking at the chum roll or the credits until after Kanaya's route, which will be streamed tomorrow evening. Oh, I'm gonna be so tired. That's gonna be a fun one. But I promise you, it's gonna be a long day, but we are going to stream Kanaya tomorrow. Tomorrow night, it is happening. It is what's up. Yeah. That is what's up. That is what's happening. That's what's hip. Happy 2-year anniversary to this stream. I should go to bed, but I will definitely talk more about... I definitely, you know, makes me a little nostalgic to kind of riff on the fact that it's been 2 fucking years, and that's so weird. Yeah, dang. Oh, thanks. Thank you, Seer of Heart. Yeah, it's been a while. I've been around for a while. Cool. Okay. I'm not fantastic at ending these things. All right. So, tomorrow evening, same time, same place. Kanaya Miriam. God, I love her so much. Next week would be a good time to talk about it. Yeah, I can talk about it next week as well. On 10/25. That'd be really good if I could do something special for 10/25. Kind of a combination anniversary 10/25 thing. But, yeah. We'll see how tomorrow goes. I'm streaming Kanaya no matter what, but I will be very tired. It'll be a fun one. Y'all know how it goes when I'm tired. I just get even more rambly, and it's like, is that even possible? Oh boy, is it ever. Okay, and I'm rambling right now, as I'm trying to end things for the night. Good night. Yeah, I'm glad that you had fun, Seer of Heart. Yeah, we'll be right back here with Kanaya tomorrow if you have the time to come hang out. Same time, same place. Alright. That's it for this evening. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, whatever you may be getting up to. And fingers crossed I'll be seeing you right back here tomorrow night for Kanaya fucking Miriam. And from my end of things, that is good night.